Welcome to the channel. This reading will be focused on the energy of Kailyn Lowry. If you're new to my channel, hey, I'm Melissa. I like to be a fly on the wall. I like to bzz through the blinds of the person on my mind. And in this reading, I want to focus and peek through the blinds of Kailyn's mind. So, this is a general reading for entertainment purposes only. But I like to ask the cards questions. I like to see what comes out, tell you what the card means, and what I feel from it. So, let's see what comes out. If you're familiar with Kailyn, she was on 16 and Pregnant back in the day. I think she just had twins. She already had 5, so now it's 7 kids. And some people have this or that to say about it, or think, well, I know the person she's with now, I wrote down their name, Elijah, was her neighbor, and they had some sort of a third-party situation, right? That was kind of intense there. Okay, let's see what's going on with her current energy, and maybe see if we can peek in on how she became the person she is. Alright, show me what is her overall, what's Kailyn's overall, if I'm mispronouncing her name, I'm sorry. Show me her overall energy, what is representing her currently, like with everything going on in her life right now. Alright, Chariot, Ace of Pentacles, and the World. If you watch my readings, you know I look at the bottom. That's sometimes what I say the person is keeping to themselves, maybe not vocalizing, or this is what they're feeling deep within. They might be keeping it even from themselves. Either way, the Chariot's here. I would say that she's very focused right now on her path. Moving fast and quick moving on it. Not really concerned about what anyone else thinks about what she's doing on her path. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Aces, yeah, they're about money, but for me, they represent security. When someone is financially stable, there's a certain feeling of security that comes with that. And for me, these roots in this card specifically really stand out. So for me, this pentacle, this new beginning, it's representing the new addition to her family, a new outlook on her life and the path that she's taking. The path that she was taking may have changed, okay? She may have been moving on a path, seeing a certain destination for herself, and now, you know, yeah. And this is the World card. Sometimes it represents the World Wide Web. Like maybe it's talking about how her personal life is being exposed, that, you know, she was trying to keep her world, certain things private in her world, but like realized with this 5 on swords underneath it, this is, for me, it's a card that represents like aggravation, sometimes arguing, but like this crow just reminds me of like information. Swords are about clarity and truth, so she could have felt like she was forced, maybe, like she couldn't hide, you know, the new addition to the family and everything that was going on. She couldn't hide it. And probably felt pressured to expose that part of herself. But I think she's very focused on, ultimately, security. Maybe even making money, so she can feel a certain sense of security for her family. And yeah, I think this is just showing how, on her path, she is moving fast. Now, let's see what fell out over here. First, definitely this Queen of Pentacles is standing out to me. 2 of Pentacles. And this 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's all Pentacles. So this is all very focused on money and roots, family. Okay, so this is the Queen of Pentacles. And for me, of all the queens, she represents the mother energy. She is about security, and she's about growing things, all right? she's looking down in a way and holding this coin. So I'm going to say that, like, she might be feeling, with this Two of Pentacles, which is, like, the energy that's kind of, like, juggling. This Three of Pentacles here is about people we work with. Usually others we're working with to create or obtain the same desire. Like, we're all working together. We should all have each other's backs. It can sometimes represent a third party, but I'm not feeling that here. I think this is just talking about current energy is very focused on being nurturing, being a parent, prosperity for the family. This might talk about how she might have felt like, or feels like, her image as a mother, she might feel like it's looked at in a way of someone that's not balanced. The person on the tightrope, the person who's juggling, the person who maybe doesn't have it together. I think she feels like she does have it together, that she's a mother energy, okay? That's what I feel like she feels her role in life is. A mother energy, a provider, a nurturer. And that she feels like she has to either work on her actual image for the public, with that world card being there, feeling like a certain amount of eyes on her, or feeling like her job, in a way, because she became a mother so young and was on that show, which I'm sure changed the course of her life. It changed how she made money. It changed how she was viewed in the world. It may have even changed who she would have become by being on that show. I think she was a nurturing energy. Like, I think she was always going to be a person that had a desire to be a mom. I feel like, even being a teen mom, for her, I think it was like she was going to create the family that she felt she desired as a child and did not have, okay? And I think she sees herself as a mother energy, ultimately. I don't know if she could see herself any other way. And I think the show, the course that it put her on in her life, made it so that everything in her life revolves around being a mother. And I felt that, so I said it. And again, this is a general reading for entertainment purposes only. Alright, so we're going to leave this here, because that's representing her overall energy. And I just kind of want to see if I can, what influenced Kailyn's, what in her, younger years shaped, influenced, and then, shaped who she became leading up to the time she was, on 16 and pregnant. Okay, like, kind of what I was, doing, with Janelle Evans. I kind of want to see, like, how did this person, what shaped this person in their younger years? What was the influences? Okay. So, we see a Three of Wands, the Sun, and a Six of Pentacles. So, and on the bottom there's a Nine of Wands, the Hermit, and a Six of Wands. Okay, so Three of Wands is, for me, like, the person that has made a choice. The Sun is like the new day. Sometimes you'll hear readers say the Sun card, it's the happiest card in the deck. It talks about, like, the new day. Sometimes I see it as, like, what cannot be hidden. It's like this bright card, like, you can't hide things in this type of light, Sometimes, like, releasing the inner inhibitions, Six of Pentacles is sometimes a person that I say is in need of help. that needs a hand out. Sometimes it talks about give and take in a relationship. So, the Nine of Wands is a person that has been through a battle, and now they're, like, on guard. And the Hermit is Virgo energy, and this is, like, the person that goes within. This could represent, like, a literal experience that a person has along their way, their journey, that makes them see themselves and the world a different way. And the Six of Wands is about being celebrated for our accomplishments, usually by outside, like other people who are celebrating us. So, this says to me that that this person, that Kailyn, feels like they, at a young age, felt like if they were going to be happy in life, that they had to, like, choose happiness. That they had to, like, that life was always going to have ups and downs, alright? Most people recognize that life has ups and downs, but I feel like this person, there's a certain level of, there's a certain sensitivity, or a certain way this person saw the world that might have been different from the beginning. She may have felt like from a young age she had been through a battle where she had to stand on her own, okay, and defend herself. Like, she didn't have someone to protect her. Alright, especially with this being here too, the Hermit, it's a very isolated energy, alright? And I think that she had a desire to be understood and celebrated for the person that she was. Yeah. And this Three of Swords, I think that she felt a lot of heartache. The type of heartache that makes your heart physically feel pain. Like when you're heartbroken, like that word comes from someone feeling, you know, so emotionally overwhelmed by something, a situation, a person, whatever, that their heart physically hurts. Like, I think her younger childhood was filled with a lot of overall feeling neglected, feeling left to their own self. They may have created even a fantasy world that was full of what they desired in the future, what they thought would be fulfilling and bring happiness to them, which was having a family for them, you know? More so than being, like, in a spotlight, actually having a family and feeling roots, a security that comes with that feeling, alright? There was, like, a dream of what that would be. And this person was willing to do whatever they had to do to have that, to give whatever they needed to give. Like, for them, being a parent wasn't something where they were going to miss out on life. Like, that Chariot, like, they're gonna end up at their destination regardless of how they get there. Yeah, and I just feel like they chose from a very young age that, or saw that happiness was something they would have to choose, because I think that their younger years, they felt like they were almost like a soldier, like they had to be an army of one at a young age. Whatever they experienced, whatever made them feel so isolated, really changed the way they saw the world, themselves, and their ideal of what happiness meant. Okay? That's what I feel there. Yeah, there's a lot of heartbreak connected to energies not sticking around. Not feeling like they had people that were rooted in their life growing up. Like, even that Three of Wands, the energy standing alone, looking out, I think they felt like they were alone. And they didn't want to be alone. Alright. So, this was requested, and thank you so much for the request. there was a lot of questions written down, and I can't get to all of them. But let's, just ask, is, like, she addicted to having children? Is she gonna have more kids? Oy, oy, oy. I mean, listen, we shouldn't judge as far as, like, how many children a person has or doesn't have. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people like to have big, she wants to have a big family, maybe. And I think that's connected to her feeling a lack of connection, a lack of... I think this was always her dream, to be a mother. And, you know, she didn't care, like, if she was going to do it starting young or start in her, you know, later years. So, I guess, like, is there a deeper rooted reason to why she keeps getting pregnant? I guess I'll ask that, even though I think we kind of see it in what the stuff we just looked at. Is there a deeper rooted reason to why she keeps, like, you know, especially the different fathers? You know what, instead of it, let's ask that. And then if, there's, you know, other questions I didn't get to, I'll do a second reading and focus more on the relationships with the masculines. But overall, I'm curious. Just show me something about her feelings towards the masculine energies. Like, why are there so many? And I don't mean, I hope that didn't come out rude, but there are a lot. Before I even look under here, I will say, I see the moon is here. This means a few things. And it is the card of the Pisces energy, which I believe Kailyn is a Pisces. So, and I do believe she has a lot of Capricorn or Earth in her chart. Okay? And I think that's represented here. So I don't think she's like a super... There are some Pisces that if they don't have a decent amount of fire and earth in their charts, they can be very, very Pisces, like, you know, the more dreamy Pisces, unrooted. But Pisces that have Capricorns in certain, as you know, and earth, heavy earth, are more nurturing and have usually, they're a little more grounded usually. Okay, I'll just say that. Now, seeing this here, and asking the question that I'm focusing on, which is, you know, the masculine energies. So basically, we'll see what's under here, but this is making me feel what I just mentioned before, that she had a destination she wanted to reach. She wanted to be a parent. She wanted a family. She wanted a big family. Not just a kid. She wanted a lot of kids. That's what I'm feeling. She always wanted a lot of kids, I think. I don't know if she's verbalized that and said, like, yeah, I wanted lots of kids. Maybe she said, no, no, no. But, and again, this is a general reading for entertainment purposes only. But I'm feeling like she had a vision, you know, of what would be her, what would fulfill her emotionally. That could even be something that she doesn't fully, maybe it's like a, you know, a subconscious thing. Maybe she's not consciously aware that because of whatever happened when she was younger, feeling neglected, not having the family, the roots, maybe she doesn't understand how much that affected her, and that to make up for it, or to create the things she wished or desired she had as a young person, she now, you know, has a big family, to fill that hole, you know, the way Amber Lynn has food, or the way Eugenia pushes away food, or how, I could go on and on. So, yeah, I'm feeling like this is representing, like, she wasn't overly concerned about the focus is more building a family. And maybe it's feeling like masculine energies. Okay. So, with this card, what we said, reaching that destination, and in this card, moving so quickly, being very impulsive, maybe not thinking about, you know, the path along the way that we take to reach that destination, not being so strategic, okay? Because this is not a strategic energy, this is an emotional energy. This energy usually is more grounded, okay? I might associate strategic energies with, like, the Emperor and sword energy. The Fool. This is the person that goes jumping off the cliff. Okay, so what this tells me, and when it comes to the masculine relationships, is, for me, in general, what the Fool is the person, the energy that's walking towards a new beginning. The cliff is the new beginning. What's past that cliff, what the new beginning is, we don't know. The Fool doesn't see it. We don't see it. We don't know. But in this card, I see what they're falling into. So I feel like for her, when it comes to the relationships with the masculines, maybe there's a tendency to think impulsively and not look at the path, but just at the final destination, which is the feelings that, you know, come with jumping off the cliff and being in the waters of it, okay? The feelings. She doesn't really think about what's in between the beginning of the story and the end of the story. She's just thinking about, she don't think about the middle part, you know what I'm saying? She's just thinking about, like, the beginning and the end, not the middle, all the little things in between that get you, you know, along the way. Take you to your path and affect other people, maybe. Just falling into things, trust falling, seeing things like this as being part of destiny, almost. And I'm going to say each relationship, okay? She might look at it like each person, like thinking, that's going to be the one that I go to the end with. This is what I'm jumping into it because it feels so amazing, different than it's going to be different than the other beginnings. And maybe always feeling like, well, I'm getting older, like this is the one I'm going to settle down with and find balance with. Alright, so I don't think it's done in a malicious, you know, like ulterior motive type of way to have all these relationships. I think she genuinely has an impulsiveness to jump in and not see it like I'm jumping blindly into this thing in a foolish way. To her, it's like I'm trust falling. Like, you know, that's what you do in love. You take a chance. Now let's look here, because, I don't know, let's see what came out. We have the moon, which I already said this is Pisces energy, and she is a Pisces, I believe. Alright, here's this Hermit card again. Alright, here's the Six of Cups. The Three of, I'm sorry, the Six of Cups, the Three of Cups, sorry guys. The Knight of Cups. The Ten of Cups. This King of Wands. Alright, Queen of Cups. The Sun. And it ends with the Lovers. Alright. This person, this energy, when it comes to connections with the masculines. Okay? What I said here, I feel you were there. And yeah, look, 8 of Wands, this underneath it, it's like fast moving. The feelings for her are very fast. When they come in, when she does feel, okay, it comes in fast. Boom. And she moves fast when she's feeling that stuff. Like, for her, it's just it just feels natural, and she... So, like I said, this is the Pisces energy, alright? So Pisces can be dreamy, they can be a little loopy, they can be lost in emotion sometimes, they can be... They could be in a fantasy world, okay? They could come off that way, like the way they see things. And now I have this here. So this makes me feel like when I said earlier about what maybe shaped, you know, her in her younger years. this feeling of being alone, all right? Because that's what this Hermit card is. And in this card, this art, it makes me sad sometimes. It just feels like an isolated energy that's just sitting alone on it. I don't know. And the colors, how they go. I'm just feeling like this person doesn't want to be alone. All right? Alone with their thoughts. Alone, left in the world alone. They are not that type of Pisces who is sitting within their own thoughts, trying to, like, this is an emotional Pisces, all right? This is a person that feels, she might have two sides to herself, like this Earth, this more Capricorn, you know, wanting a grounded Capricorn for me is a family person, is a person who could take care of their family. And this, I think she's really desires loyalty, or in her mind, when she gets into a relationship, it could be the Pisces part of her, which is dreamy about love, just falls into the connections, moves very quickly with their feelings, when they fall into a connection, their direction changes, all right? Like, if they'll change their path when they feel like they're in love. That's what I felt. And I think that they believe in their, I don't know if they vocalize this, but I think deep down, that they feel every one of these people they were with, they either view as a soulmate, okay? Which, for me, when I say they didn't use that word, I'm not talking twin flames. I'm talking soulmates, which could be parents, siblings, friends, lovers, children. It's people that come into our lives, whether they stay or not is another story, but that affect our lives in some sort of way. We affect theirs. There's a reason why we meet them. That's how I feel about that. So, and she could be on a journey. Part of her journey is to find her other half, or the person that she is going to grow old with. And I do believe all these people, at some point, she felt she might grow old with, were the person, her person. Now this Three of Cups, Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups, this could talk about how she's maybe sacrificed friendships, whether that's with family members, actual girlfriends, maybe, you know, third-party situations. I don't know about all the relationships. Besides this one, I know was a third party with the neighbor, but I'm not referring to that. Like, I feel like she would literally sacrifice anything for love, for the fulfillment that comes with what this represents. It's not just a connection, some love poems and flowers. It's like this, you know, this someone to grow old with, someone loyal, okay? And this King of Wands, this Queen of Cups, and the Sun, it ends with the Lovers. Oh, I would say, like, when it comes to masculine energies, having a certain passion, when it comes to fiery energies, I don't know the signs or, like, all the situations with all of the past people, but, or if this is saying that her desire ultimately is a fiery, masculine, an energy she feels will protect her, defend her, and be passionate about her, sensual about her. That's what she, well, like, that is her ultimate happiness. That's the happiness that we saw before. And again, this, I would say this is like, you know, her desire to find a soulmate. Beyond that, a twin flame. Okay? Whatever that means for her. Like that other half that's going to grow old with her and raise the family with her. You know, holidays, you know, picnics, watching the kids grow up, and showing a certain affection and protection, okay? That's what I'm seeing there so far. Maybe I'll do a second reading and ask, you know, look further about, like, what's going on currently. Ask about the neighbor and some of that drama. But this is what I'm seeing here, and if you want to support what I do, like the video, please subscribe if you're not already. Hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload new stuff. If you want to donate to me, you can buy me a coffee. And if you would like a personal reading, you can contact me via email. That info is in my description. Alright guys, see you next time.